Welcome everybody to the June the 7th, 2020 solar plexus and fire element balancing. It's a natural vibrational healing. My name is Liz Dooley. I'll be your host for this evening. And I'm your host today from Ireland. International connections can be unstable, but do not worry if there are any technical difficulties. During this pandemic, I am opening my heart to offer these remote sessions to raise the vibration and the consciousness on this planet in service to humanity. Today, we are balancing the solar plexus chakra, and it's how you digest in your life. This relates to one of the fundamental properties of the fire element, which is creation and transformation. Chakras are known as invisible vortex of energy petals that vibrate to align the spirit, the mind, and the body. I now say spirit first, as I believe spirit runs the show. The solar plexus chakra controls the identity, including personal power, confidence, responsibility, beliefs, and self-discipline. Today, we will explore a guided meditation journey into the solar plexus, the yellow energy center. It sits just above the navel and sits over the stomach like a yellow sun. This chakra is associated with the following body parts: stomach, pancreas, liver, diaphragm, gallbladder, small intestines, muscles, and the tendons. Some of these body imbalances may include diabetes, ulcers, constipation, gallstones, kidney stones, diarrhea, arthritis, addictive thinking, and nervousness. You will also receive a sound healing, and I will provide you with acupressure and self-healing techniques. Ancient Tibetan sound healing bowls are tuned to the energy frequencies of our vibrational body. This energy of vibration will address any blockages, emotional, psychological, sexual, or physical. Here are a few things that we need to review. I am recording this Zoom webinar to share for those who are not able to participate today. You will be reviewing my side presentation and profile picture for better audio. So when you're ready now, please turn off your cell phones to reduce distractions. Everybody will be muted during the entire program, except at the end part to say hello. So now just take a minute to adjust your sound, and you can stop your video for privacy. I will instruct you when to turn it back on. So now please get comfortable. Have an open posture as the energy and vibration moves through us. Be conscious that your feet are on the ground, and cross your legs, your hands, and your feet. Now, gently close your eyes, relax, and hear the sound of your breath. Every organ in our body represents an emotion. Nothing is separate, they are all connected. So now be open to every experience. Breathe into your solar plexus and let it soften on your breath as you take in nourishment and life force energy. Invite in the color yellow, which is the color of the solar plexus chakra, and visualize the rising sun. The divine plan consists of the earth as living nature and all of the cosmic planets that can also influence our body. All 7 chakras are associated with 7 planets. The solar plexus is associated with the cosmic connection of Mars and the Sun in the solar system. In mythology, Mars was the god of war and also known as the growth in nature. Sun is known for power, growth, and the vitality of life would not be possible without the sun. So now let us give the intention to align our solar plexus chakra to Mars and the sun for attunement. The angelic presence associated with the sacral chakra is Archangel Uriel, who is a regent of the sun. He is powerful because he can reflect the light of God. He is also known as the god of wisdom and illumination. Uriel means God is light or light of God. Let us now give the intention for Archangel Uriel to come forward with the light of God to clear your yellow solar plexus chakra with a fire element. Cleanse for your highest good and best with comfort and ease. Now may the Prima Agni, fire of divine love, fill you with love, 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 now. Never mind the mind. Heat is anger, and those who do not release it are more likely to get headaches and high blood pressure. Unresolved anger can cause resentment in the cellular memory of the organs, particularly in the liver that stores the blood and the gallbladder, which leads to potential ill health and disease. When you do not deal with your anger, your blood thickens and it can become stagnant. The liver and the gallbladder also represent the muscles and the tendons. So if you are angry and inflexible, you may be stiff, acidic, or arthritic. Therefore, if you are rigid in your thoughts, you are also rigid in your body. Anger and blood pressure are very closely connected. So dealing with your anger with acupuncture is as important as treating the blood pressure itself. The reason being, because with this release, you can deal with the condition, as no tablet can measure our emotions, such as anger, resentment, grief, or sadness. When you do not deal with the root cause, conditions, you push it all back down again. Sometimes medication can potentially mask what is really going on, and you do not release the emotion. Therefore, we need to deal with every level of the body, the emotional, the psychological, the physical, and the sexual aspects of the emotions. The acupuncture needle acts like a tube dispersing the energy. It allows it to flow out and for the body to heal itself. It is very important to treat the anger, to be in tune, because it has to be released. If you are having an argument, often folks might need to stand up and walk away to move the energy of the anger. Unresolved resentments and bitterness in the gallbladder, like bitterness, resentment, procrastination, can then consolidate into gallstones. The same with fear and trauma that go into the kidney stones, and also the lungs that need to release grief and sadness. Our third chakra, the solar plexus, is the fire of transformation. The ruling element is fire. This is associated with our ages of 12 to 18 years, which is about making decisions. At this age, we add adolescence. The sound associated to the third chakra is Ram. The note is G. Visualize the color yellow. Visualize that lovely sun. The sun replenishes, restoring, nurturing. The mantra, I am enough. I am more than enough. I am worth my weight in gold. I am enough. I am more than enough. I am worth my weight in gold. I am enough. I am more than enough. I am worth my weight in gold. The solar plexus is also the home of the element fire, which is your digestion in your stomach area. The fire mantra is, I am fire, I am flame, I am smoke, I am heat, I am light, I am love, I am compassion, and I am creation. So visualize now the flickering flames of the fire, and the fire element are intensity, passion, radiance, spontaneity, and inspiration. Fire is light moving the energy, moving outward from source. Therefore, you can breathe easily and softly. Envision now the colors of the fire, the orange, the red, and the yellow. Envisage the essence of the flame, the smoke, the heat, the cinders. Let the Prima Agni, the fire of divine love, embrace you now. The affirmations for the fire and for the solar plexus. I act with courage and confidence. I am the human value fire of truth. I will never give up. I fully step into my divine power now. Now, let us gently come back and take a few deep, conscious breaths. Bring your focus back into your body. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes and take a minute to yourself. Take a few deep breaths. And if you've turned your video off, turn it back on again. I hope you enjoyed the sound healing with the guided chakra and elemental vibrational alignments. Next, just a brief introduction of myself, and we will share some new and refresher acupressure and immunity points. And then we will close with an oracle card group reading relating to the solar plexus and the fire elements. So I'm Liz Dooley. I'm a professional wellness therapist, and I specialize in acupuncture, acupressure, sound healing, and energy therapies such as reflexology, rising star, primo birthing. And I also love to do wisdom oracle card readings and insights. Now, when you're ready, I will show you the slides for the acupressure points. So for anyone that's already been on, they know that we have some of them. They've already done some of them. So I suppose this is my love of self-healing with acupuncture, acupressure, and different modalities of healing that can help ourselves to bring us into health. So good health depends on the flow of the energy pathways and the meridians. But instead of doing the needles, we can apply acupressure to points where energy stagnates. And this can activate the innate healing ability of your body. So Chinese medicine, it's over 3,500 years. It's an ancient system of health, but a very beautiful and powerful system of health. So each of our solar plexus, each of our chakras are related to different organs in our body. So today, as we're doing the solar plexus, each organ is associated with it, whatever emotion. So the solar plexus is excessive emotions which can cause disease in the body. Overthinking, and it governs more organs than any other chakra. It is where we either stomach or digest life. So it's what we digest in our life, as well as what we digest in our food. So the liver is anger. The gallbladder is resentment and bitterness. The spleen, worry, addictive thinking. The small intestine is linked to heart issues, joy, whatever it is, joy, heartbreak, whatever. Imbalances create ulcers, diabetes, constipation, diarrhea, and arthritis. So as we know, arthritis and acidic body atmosphere brings us to inflexibility in our body, not being able to be flexible. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just review some of the points that we've done, and these are the new ones actually. And then we'll review some of the ones that we've already done. So this one is the middle of the eyebrow, just above the nose, and tap gently, or you can go in a clockwise rotation, just like you're soothing yourself actually, you know, when you feel you've got a headache or anything. And it helps anxiety, headaches and sinusitis. It also stimulates the pineal gland, which balances the hormones and the adrenals. Okay, so you can just spend a minute or two on that every day if you want to, because you know you're stimulating the adrenals, which is fantastic, you know, because a lot of us are in stress and fight or flight with our hormones and our adrenals. Okay, now, so we're going to go now to heart 7. So it's the baby finger, the little finger. We go down here, and down to the side of where we do, and we've done another one, which was the P6, but this is more on the crease and more at the end of your hand there, and it's heart 7. Okay, so again, this is for emotional issues, to treat internal organs for anxiety, panic, and worry. So again, we rotate with a thumb motion. Anxiety, headaches, sinusitis. And it's interesting because once you get in touch with your body and you start to do these, I can actually feel it in my forehead now when I do that. And you know the way we get anxiety, headaches, I can feel it over my eyes as well when I'm doing it. Okay? So the next one then is the gallbladder. Gallbladder, a lot of people that get gallbladder headaches, a lot of people that get headaches is gallbladder. It can be as well as being connected to the emotions, it can be to do with your diet as well. Too much fat or too much sugar in your diet. Holding back emotions, So this is about, if you look at the diagram, you'll see all the gallbladder points. So the gallbladder 14. So we're going to go around the hairline, and it's different for some people than others. And what I do with that is, you know, the way I just get my fingers and you can do it with your two hands if you like, and you just give yourself a little massage around there. So you can start at the side of the eyes, or you can start in the middle, whichever. It's a great point at the side of the eyes. When I had the little ones, when I didn't know this, I used to rub that part of their heads and it used to put them asleep. So it obviously calmed them down without me even knowing. So that's just the side of the eyes. Go all across there and all across your hairline. Because most people do get gallbladder headaches for one reason or another, frustration, whatever. Okay. Sometimes when I'm finished, I actually just do this across with my fingers as well, just like I'm clearing it. And I click my fingers to get rid of the headache. It's powerful stuff. So the next one then is lung 7. Well, I say so, lung 7 and 9. So it's going to the other side of where, you know, we were at the heart. So it's going to the other side. And that's all the lung area, do you know? So what we do is you can more or less guess yourself where it is, but all of that area, even if it's a little bit higher or a little bit lower, all that area is the lungs. And it's great at this time to help persistent cough, congestion, and relieving sore throats. And I even go right down, I'll move right down into the lung area, into this space, what they call the chicken, like a chicken leg. I'll go all the way along there. And also what I'll do, if I have sore throat or anything, I'll do the two. I'll do the lung and the large intestine because they're together. So what I do, you can either put the small finger and the thumb and use them both together, the lung and the large intestine. So sadness and grief is the lungs, and the large intestine is about letting go. So it can be letting go of anything. So again, what you're doing is you're moving your finger into that crease. You can see it on the thing. You can't actually go wrong because, you know, you can do all that area. It's like in the web of your hand, between your thumb and your index finger. So it relieves fear, trauma, aches, pains, letting go of anger, whatever it is. Okay, so then we're just going over a review of the kidney, the pericardium, sorry, the kidney 27, which is both sides of the thymus. Now you'll always find with this, I do anyway, that it's always tender for me because my chest would be, so it's just under the clavicle and it's to distribute oxygen to release shock and trauma. So you can see it on the, you can actually see it on the diagram yourself there. And then we're going to move to the pericardium 6, which is the heart protector. So the pericardium 6 is on the inner wrist, where the veins flow, and with the thumb and the wrist helps to deal with stress and anxiety and benefits the autonomic nervous system. So again, you're just gently in a motion. You're just moving that in a motion. I do it in a clockwise motion. The Shenman, that's in the apex of the ear. And if you look at your diagram again, then this is very good for anxiety. If I'm doing, sometimes I use like stress beads with the apex of the ear, and you just use you can use your thumbs if you like. And I just again go in a clockwise direction with your thumb and your index. Very good for addiction, very good for settling the mind, very good for sleep and stress. So if you go into bed, again, it's great. I used to do on the little babies, I used to do it without even knowing. And I used to put them asleep. So the third one there, the next one then is pulling the earlobes. Slowly, 1, 2, and 3. It clears the mind when the head is too full and gets rid of tension. And I think we've forgotten the energizer one, so I'm going to do that as well. So that's just your 2 fingers, your first finger and your second finger, and it's just moving it across what they call in Chinese the ran and the do. So we're just moving it. In the mornings I do this, moving it, and put a little bit of pressure there. Okay. Hope everybody's doing good now and feels energized after it. So now when you're ready, we'll pull a few cards for the group. Does anybody in particular want a card pulled? We'll just do it for the group, yeah? Well, what's for one is for all anyway. So, the cards I'm using today are the Mermaid and Dolphin, which I thought would be a bit of fun today to have these ones. So the first card, Synchronicity. And Synchronicity says, your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events, and notice them in the order that they come to increase their flow. So for me, synchronicity is you're in the exact place where you need to be. And when you ask for something, if there's something going on for you, You might say, send out an intention or a thought, and you may get a phone call. And that phone call may be exactly what is needed for you. And if we're tuned into our own inner self, we'll take that message. Can everybody hear what I'm saying? I'm just checking in with that. Yeah, everybody. People are saying they can't. Do they want to see? Is that what it is? Okay. So people are saying they can hear but they can't see. Okay. So. Okay. So synchronicity. I don't know. Do people want to hear the cards or whatever, or see me or whatever? So anyway, our prayers are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So be aware of the messages that you're getting. Notice when people are, when you've asked for something, and I learned, the thing about it is don't shoot the messenger either. When something comes in, that you take the message. And there was a little story about that one time, I think I heard it in church one time. The priest said, I asked God for help, and this man asked God for help, and nobody came, and he said, but I sent you the fire engine because the house was on fire and you sent it away, and whatever. And so again, that we listen and we notice who the messengers are, and that we take that message. Okay. The second one is watch your thoughts. And we all know that what our thoughts create our reality. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull a card now. That'd be great. Yeah. So I'll just do this. Watch your thoughts. It's important to think only what you desire, not about what you fear. I think at the moment that's really important for all of us, because there's so much going on, there's so much stress, and particularly the people over in America, because I don't think we really know, unless we're in the thick of things, how bad it can be. Because we're kind of, I'm not inclined to turn on the news a lot. So just to send out our thoughts, I'm watching my thoughts by sending out, doing my mala today, watching out, sending out love and sending out peace. Ground your thoughts. It's really important that we don't go in. We've all got the teaching, so it's important that we don't go into a space of anger or resentment. Okay, Linda, I'm going to pull a card for yourself. And what's for one is for all. So, Linda, your card is saying contemplation time. Spend time meditating on what you truly desire. So I really think that's going in with the watch your thoughts. Our thoughts, and that brings to me the monkey mind. Do you know the way our mind can go back into all patterns and thoughts? I know for me they do, so I have to be very conscious of what I'm thinking, and sometimes distract myself from them thoughts, and to just give a little, I find for me what's really good to do that, to bring me into that contemplation, is to actually do the mala. and consistently do the mala. And then take time alone, because the picture is, you know, just this little mermaid sitting there, and you, the little fairy, sitting there, and just taking your space and going out and giving yourself that space. This is for all of us. Meditating on what you truly desire. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. So I think, again, it's very tied in with what your thoughts and your contemplation time. And the next one, this is our last one. And it's time to move on. And I think it's all tied up with what we've done. Time to move on with our old thought patterns, our old belief patterns, and let them go so as the new can come in. Otherwise, we're stuck on that same record. Okay? So it's time to move on. And it's lovely that we're synchronistic today in this beautiful space, that we can move on. And I'm just going to do one little sound to bring us all back, and then we can see everybody. Everybody, very welcome. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope it continues for the rest of your day as we've let go and come into our power in our belly, which is the fire, into our solar plexus. So, everybody, this is week 3, and it's the solar plexus. Next week will be the 14th of June will be the heart chakra. It's a 7-week, and we might put on an extra week. We'll see how it goes at the end to incorporate all of the chakras together. Beautiful to see everybody. It's €8 a week, or you can do the whole series for €45, and we can send on the recordings for you. You pay through PayPal at ellisdooley@gmail.com. And to contact me for additional wellness treatments and therapy services, I'll be back in Creakin on Wednesday, but we're also using Zoom. So whatever you would like, for anyone that is used to getting treatments in Creakin. So AcuAngels.com is my wonderful website. Thank you, Jen Anderson. I'm very proud of it. I love it. And so that's my website if you'd like to take a look at that. So for the next little while, journal, because I spoke to a few people that did last week's, and anybody like the recordings that is not up to date, they can have them. And they said that, you know, they had a nice process, you know. So drink lots of lemon water. So is your solar plexus, your power, your little powerhouse can grow and flow. And that all together, we've come together in that synchronistic space, as we know the little light bulbs that we are, to make a difference on the planet. And each of our lights makes it brighter and brighter. So thank you, everybody.